So, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Arsenal 1. Man City just equalised. Vardy out. Yeah, right on that, right on cue.
Right,
Kenny,
I'm not complaining. I hate Chelsea.
we are absolutely boring. Lewis Skelly got a red card today. I thought was harsh. However, according to the laws of the game, it is a red. But then on that
Right.
basis, how's
Major
Gomez not
talking
getting a
point.
straight? Yeah, how's Gomez not getting a straight red for nearly breaking an ankle on Timber? I thought Declan Rice again was superb. Yeah, I thought Thomas Partey had a decent game. Timber was decent. Goalkeeper made a great save from Aït-Nouri. But again, 29 and Martinelli, they're not good enough, mate. I don't care what anyone says. They are not good enough. Martinelli's definitely lost pace. Yeah, he can't take a man on. He just gets brushed off the ball with ease.
Preach.
And 29,
Preach.
29, how many chances do you need to put on the plate for this guy? It's embarrassing. What are you saying,
Preach. 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 Well, first and foremost, we have to address the sending off. We have to address it because that's the biggest talking point. It'd be neglectful. We didn't talk about the sending off. But from what I saw, in real play, I was thinking, right, that's a cynical, shithousery, usual shithousery from Arsenal. It's been kind of filtered down to the youngster, and it's probably come from the manager and all the senior players. And then when I saw the red card being admonished, I was screaming and shouting. My wife was watching it as well because we had it on our massive phones watching it, and I said, what? We even went back at half time. I showed her the incident, and she went, "What's going on? What's going on?" And that's universal. Then I saw a friend of mine. He'll kill me if I mention his name. I'm going to do it anyway. I love you, Alan Alger. Alan Alger looked at it because Alan Alger was at Molineux, and he showed it in slow motion, and he said that he says it's a red card. And then when they went back to VAR are saying that it was studs above the ankle, and that's why he was sent off. And they said it was for violent, dangerous play. It had nothing to do with the professional foul or whether he was pulled back. It had nothing to do with it. They were saying a trip caught above the ankle. So I went and looked at it again. I looked in slow motion. I looked at the stills. Slow motion confirms what VAR are saying. The stills show on the foot. I haven't seen it given, but what I want to talk about is it seems to me there should be precedents in decisions which involved Arsenal. Now, this is not a persecution process because I'm going to talk about the first precedent that benefited Arsenal. West Ham away. I've never seen a penalty being given where the keeper misses his punch, he catches the player, and then VAR has called that foul play penalty. Never seen that before. We benefited. Odegaard puts a ball in the net, and I think that makes it 5-0, but 5-2. When West Ham are getting back into the game, he scored a couple of good goals. One from Wan-Bissaka, and obviously the free kick from Kennedy, and then we get a penalty. Then we look at Brighton, just a few days into the new year. Again, a clash of heads. They get the penalty this time, and that seals their point. Now today, we've seen another precedent where if the guy goes past you, it's foul play. It's a red card. Now, should we be seeing that all the time? Because one thing the reason why no one's really arguing about is that Oliver was right next to the incident. So what did Oliver? So if Oliver's seen it clearly and his mates agreed with him, then we got a situation. Now, I don't think it was a red card. I thought it was just like one of our shithousery. But one thing I would say is, please, Arsenal fans, shut your bloody mouths about shithousery, because every time you open your bloody mouths, we suffer from it. Every time our players go, we stopped the game, we started wasting time. We've had red cards. We had a red card against Brighton because of our shithousery. We had a red card against Man City because of our shithousery. We had a red card against Bournemouth for shithousery. Can we stop talking about bloody shithousery and just get on with the game, because it's counted against us? So every 50-50 decisions we're not going to get. So Arsenal fans, you idiots of social media, shut your bloody mouths. Please.
Yeah, every time I hear it, Kenny, I hear it. Listen, I thought there was some good performances from Rice and Partey today. It just shows. It just shows that playing party in midfield. Yeah, I don't think we were good today. Yeah, let's have it right. We weren't good.
We're
I think
boring.
them two were decent. Declan Rice, great performance.
We were boring and pedestrian. We play a certain way under this manager where it's no risk football to the extent that we do not, under any circumstances, want to be outnumbered on the counter-attack. We don't want to be outnumbered in midfield. Hence the fact that it's stop and start, and we rely heavily on our players to give the work rate. Martinelli, well, tell me something new. You said Martinelli doesn't look like he's beating the man. I said that last season, and no one was having it. Oh, it's this Martinelli slander. Well, you've seen it today. Don't get it wrong. The Martinelli fans are going to point to the cross that went in for his left foot, and it was headed out, and then, Calafiori hits it in half volley in the 73rd minute, and that's the good things. But apart from that, Martinelli, what did Martinelli do? Nothing. Declan Rice as well. As I said it before, Rice plays his best football in midfield when he has Thomas Partey alongside him. Just the same thing with our captain. Now, on a lighter note, if you look at my fan cam, my preview for the match, I've now been told by reliable sources from Scandinavia that we pronounce our captain's name wrong. From now on, we should be calling him Martin Odegaard. Not Odegaard, Odegaard. Odegaard. That's the Norwegian pronunciation. And
you know what I'm going to call him? Do you know what I'm going to call him? I'm going to call him what I always call him, Gibraltar God.
Well, he didn't play today, and
no, he had a little tummy ache. Oh, bless him. Maybe he chipped a toenail after catching his toes in the net the other day.
Yeah, but if you look at the Ranieri performance, I know Ranieri is a bit of a casualty after we lost Lewis.
He was poor today. He was poor, man.
And that's the thing. We big up our players too much. Let the guy develop. When Saka first came to the team, we weren't pushing him and saying, "Oh, this guy's the next best thing." We let the guy develop, and we didn't put too much pressure on the guy. At the end of the day, the guy is best at his age, coming from the bench, and basically using his individuality, using that little je ne sais quoi, and using the how do I say it, the daredevilness of youth. But to play him in a game where you're asking him to be different, even though you have Partey and Rice to talk you through the game, it's not easy, especially when you're playing a team who's fighting for relegation. Let's face it, we rode our luck today. When we were down to 10 men and Wolves had the extra lane, Wolves had a couple of good chances. Even in the first half, even before the sending off, Sarabia should have made one. He was put over, put it over the bar, and then there was a great save from Ike Nuri, from our goalkeeper Raya, and then Yao Gomez evened it up for us, even though he was a pain.
Cunha put one just wide of the post.
Exactly. So it's one of those things where we rode a lot, and you've got to take this point. But you could celebrate all you like. The fans would be jumping around, but you know what brings you back down to earth? You look up the northwest, go up the M1 towards the M62, Liverpool thrash Ipswich 4-1, and that kind of brings you down to the earth. Despite the fact we've overcome adversity, we're going to have a situation where it's just going to be like how Chelsea felt during the Invincible season. They'll win a game and they'll get to the dressing room, look at the results, and Liverpool won a game. And that's what the situation is. We are going to pay for all the times when Liverpool were dropping points and we didn't capitalise. Obviously, we celebrated a win because a win is a win. But in terms of performances, well, this is what you're going to get now. You mentioned Martinelli can't beat his man, and he hasn't been doing well. Well, we're stuck with Martinelli because there's no one to take the place. Sterling doesn't want to sort of take this opportunity. Saka's out injured, so we're stuck with Martinelli. We've got the same situation in terms of the way we're playing. We're running an empty. We're having to go to that. Well, again, this is the football that we play at the moment, and then we again. This is something that we're going to have to, in my opinion. Hold on 2 seconds. Just getting something getting a big bottle of water.
No, you're right, mate. No, but you're spot on because our striker is not a striker, can he?
Well, you know what?
How can you give someone four good chances today and he don't score any of them?
Yeah,
and that is the thing with him. Yeah, we're nearly in February. Yeah, our next league game is February. He's got 8 league goals.
Yeah, but what do you expect? you remember, let's not forget, we're not the first club to spend millions of pounds for him to get a poor return. Let's not forget, Chelsea spent £74 million for him from Leverkusen because he was seen as the next big thing. What happened? He wasn't what Chelsea thought he was. We thought we'd change him. We thought we were going to turn him into like a top player. That hasn't materialised. And that is the situation with Kai Havertz. It is what it is at the moment. Until we get a striker, until we improve, we're stuck with Kai Havertz. Until we improve our left side, we're stuck with Martinelli. And until we get, we give him Ethan Neri the proper time to develop, you're going to get a situation where it's going to get hit and miss, where probably at this stage of the season, he's probably best come off the bench. But at the end of the day, the situation is where it is. We probably left it too late, but let's just give it a go. Next week is Man City. That's a massive game. I don't think Man City are going to be as giving as Wolves are, but they may cause some problems. But at the moment, this isn't the Man City of old. Can we go to that well and beat Man City? Have we got that in us? Yes, we've got the passion to do it. We've got the endeavour. Have we got the ability? Well, we're going to find out next Sunday.
No, facts. Listen, get him safely, mate. And we go again against Girona on Wednesday. Another snooze fest. Nice one, mate. Make sure you follow Pennycam 1972 on Insta, and we're out.